Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the electrifying tournament spectacle straight from the chessboard of history. Riga, 1953. Our contenders today are none other than the magicians themselves, Mikhail Tal and Maslov Yevgenij. As we dive into this tactical playground, watch as Tal, known for his wizard-like attacking style, waves his wand of unpredictability against Maslov, a solid strategist with nerves of steel. 1. d4 nf6. Tal starts the game with the queen's pawn opening, challenging Maslov to a game of elegance and strategy. Maslov, with his astute sense of positioning, responds with the classical 1 nf6, like a knight taking up his duty at the castle gate. 2. c4-6. Bringing out the big guns with a quiet yet deadly c4, Tal aims to wrestle control of the center. But Maslov's 2. e6 is a wink, hinting at that good old Nimzo-Indian defense, a classic favorite for thwarting ambitious attackers. 3. nc3d5. It's getting a bit crowded in the center, as Maslov boldly mirrors Tal's territorial ambition. They reassembling their pieces with more coordination than an orchestra warming up. Some beautiful tunes are about to unfold. 4. An invite for peace from Tal? No chance. With 4. b7, Maslov opts for development, side-eyeing the preparatory e4 plan. Tal might have up his robe sleeves. 5-0, hold everything. Tal drives the bishop up for a frontal assault at the knight on f6. Obfuscation amongst the ranks, you can almost hear him shout. Maslov, unbothered by the lower-rank cannonballs, castles with the classic 5 to the safety of his fiery fortress. 6. e3b6. Blocking the burglar's path with e3, Tal prepares for clever maneuverability, and in Maslov's corner out comes 6, b6, rolling out the carpet for his queen's bishop like a VIP contender. 7. cxd5. Tal snaps open the center with cxd5, like a musician strumming a suspenseful chord. Maslov answers with 7xd5, seizing a harmonious opening where everyone has a role to play. 8. bd3b6. A classic blocked bishop move by Tal at bd3. And what's this? Maslov cheekily copies but fails the dress code, wearing a black shirt to a white party at 8b6. 9. qc2 nbd7. Queenside reinforcement with a wink, a sign of future insurgency. Not to be outdone, Maslov subtly shrugs at Tal's diplomatic move with 9 bd7, fortifying the d-file highway. 10. ooc5. There he goes. Tal castles into the fray, preparing to unsheath his tactics. Maslov grins wickedly, pushing 10c5 like a heavy lifter, claiming more space. 11. rad1 c4. Rook flex to the d-file from rad1 screams, "Trust me," in every language. But what's this? A mischievous grin from Maslov as he fires back with 11-4, locking up that bishop like a neighborhood watch. 12. bf5-6. Tal, undeterred, sends a message with bf5. Outflanking is my middle name. Meanwhile, Maslov plants 12, a6, ready to shove b5 with more purpose than a life coach insistently yelling, "Push." Knight5 g6. Knight to e5, the central prodigy making a last-minute dash for glory. Maslov raises his defensive wall at g6, like a cautious gardening villager shooing Tal's overgrown weeds. 14. bxe6, f6-6. Here comes the breakthrough. bxe6 marks a new era. The bishop retires, but leaves Maslov's kingside moody with doubled pawns. Meanwhile, fxe6 yawns between pawns, suggesting Tal has more up his magician's sleeve. nxe5. Tactical dances under the limelight as bh6 teeters across battle lines. Not one to prance aimlessly, Maslov brings in the knight with a knowing wink at xe5. At move 16, Tal yanks open the doors of opportunity with dxe5, keeping the endgame as slippery as a bar of soap. Hold on to your hats, folks, because Maslov's n4 doesn't just join the fray, it steals dance partners. bxf8. Knight sacrifice from Tal? Nay, it's clever calculation. Tal swaps with bxf8, taking the heat out of the Black King's immediate entourage. Maslov sights and rebels bxf8 restores balance, preparing for a fresh bout. nec5. Tal's ne2 is almost like saying, oops, left it in neutral, rectifying the chaos left behind, only for Maslov to respond with the lemony nxe5. Hey, it's a star move, highlighting with uncanny poise and mingleness. e4, nd3. Enter e4, Tal's challenge for the heart of darkness. Open your center, it's time to illuminate. Maslov, the eternal sentry at 19-3, keeps a tactical eye sharp, conjuring his gambit. 20. exd5. Tal plays xd5 like he's chef checking the simmer only. Maslov, pledging diplomatic feats, mirrors yet again at ext 21. nc1. Okay, it's official. Ten's nc1 is hoping to sweep Maslov off his feet. A night invite like none other, only to be coldly returned with the inviting stir. 2. qg7. Technological advancements, with Tal fetching qx4, a classical throwback of epic proportions, and Maslov answers sans apologies with the vigilant eye of 22. 23. rf1b5. Tal advances rf1, deployed with regal motivation to signal major warfare. Maslov's b5, a nonchalant response, making one wonder if Tal knew the carpet push discount was ending so soon. 24. re6 d4. The fiery sixig. It's almost as if Tal wants nothing but intense matters. Meanwhile, Maslov cool-headedly launches d4, like folding origami in a hurricane. 25. A grand hello, as Tal lays the re6 upright with his double rooks in line. Alas, Maslov clucks back at d3, channeling every ounce of resistance. 26. q3 bx b2. Tal quickens the suspense with a queen exchange. Sharp qe3 proving challengers right at shopping season. Maslov nabs the opportunity with bxb2 as spectators munch popcorn. 27. re7 d2. Drama intensifying. Tal declares people need shelter with re7, a move ogled over by balladeers in bardic tales. Boldly, Maslov offers 22 as a counter-narrative. 28. ard1 bc3. Shrieks, burglaries, rook lifts, arguments over land. Toz rd1 igniting a bemused gambit. Maslov's counter, bc3, dances back to secure positioning like a cautious schoolteacher. 29. It's 6 plus take 8, an offensive prelude, qe6 plus as Tal seeks to lure the king. The king's reluctant participation at kh8 meets with an unexpected response, like finding out the king can't play an instrument. 30. qf7 qg8, Tal's like, hey, qf7, writhing with potential, but Maslov claps back in fashionably late style. 30. qf3 b4, turn up your sound systems. qf3 plays a sonata to matchup's laurels, while Maslov cheekily drops b4, like an artsy enigma too big for his own chessboard. 32. Inu. Ha! The plot thickens. Tal sounds the alarms with 32 rxd2. Extra caution, everyone. Maslov keeps a poker face with 32. RFH, a calculated gift, like hot cocoa after chess Cold War moments. QE4 B3. Tal continues to stir up Maria for strategic thinkers. Maslov heaves a B3 like a sunflower blooming after rain. AXB3 B3. Witness. AXB3 by Tal, like Alexander the Great chopping the Gordian knot. Maslov cools the flames with CXB3, maintaining his lone corrugated palm tree. 35. 7-6. Juggernaut with order to sevens, the Greek mythology that paints I will never fall. 35. BF6 answers in patient philosophy. Maslov's bishop hearkens chess wisdom from the winds. 6. RX H7 plus H7. Cards on the table. Tal leaps with RX7 plus. Hearts pound in excitement. Peekaboo. Maslov reciprocates with 36. QH 7, a twisty thriller. RX-H7 plus, this is some tickling gameplay. With RX-H7 plus, Tal paints potential beauties like medieval tapestries. Maslov nervously wiggles with Chaos the Dragon. Awakes. 38. QB7 plus. QB7 plus becomes the folkloric call to the forest, while Maslov counters elegantly with BG7. Elven wars seem close. 38-5. Queens captured. Tension graces the board. Tal's QXB3 a melodic departure, and Maslov's A5 with grand slam assures aim. The dance continues towards the end. 40 G3, Ars yielding. Tal proceeds G3, bringing forth complexities of prime elegance. Maslov counterpoints with RC8 a stoic acknowledgement of board strategy. 41, HHC1+. Musicians call it the crescendo. Ms H4 cheers. Embraces counter-tempo with RC1+, betting on enormous consequences. 42, Tal retucks at KH2, rallying pieces forward, says the steadfast finale nears. 43, QC2, KH6, up marches the queen at QC2. Could this be the dance step to end all dance steps? Maslov wisely tucks KH6 under the thrown nation's crest. 44, B+, its engagement, Tal's move G4, rally stereo pulse points, ushering fantastic battles. 44, B5+, sees Maslov project his piece, a theatrical rendition of culminated strategy. 5, KG7, a move for the family folklore. Tal shifts to KG2, welcoming the symphony access. Maslov returns attended at KG7. Wrapping up the triumph. H5 suggests Taling's resolution for the ultimate theater curtain closing. Maslov eyes the board, takes a deep breath, but there's no escape from this finale. Post-game summary. Mikhail Tal employs his signature aggressive play style to exact a brilliant victory over Maslov Yevgenij. This game not only showcased tactical fireworks, but also presented both strategic depth and psychological maneuvering, further solidifying Tal's reputation as the magician from Riga. Despite Maslov's staunch defenses and strategic maneuvers, the indicated mistakes allowed Tal to create a series of checks, leading to the pinning of key pieces and entering a dominant endgame. Tal's victory here enhances his standing at the tournament, while showcasing once more that in the realm of chess wizardry, attack is often the best form of defense. And now for our chess lovers at home, a question. In that mid-game cluster with NE5, what would you have done? Pick a chessboard, an opponent, or just snack your way to victory, contemplating the moves we've just seen.